Good evening, everyone. What's up? Just ate a satisfying meal and topped it off with a measly dessert. This is Mr. Hata speaking. Previously, there was a rant on exams and a few other things. Today's rant is somewhat relatable to the exams rant because the rant of the day is on math exams. Like many other rants, this one will be brief, very brief. Math exams are able to be divided into a few categories. There's Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, Trigonometry, aka Trig, Pre-Calc, Calc AB and Calc BC, College Algebra 165, Calc 1, Calc 2, etc. There are all kinds of math subjects, so there are all kinds of exams, not really different from each other. Although there have been exams that have been 100% multiple choice, most are a mix of multiple choice and short answer. Show your work or multiple step problems. Multiple choice is the part 1 and the part 2 is everything else. There was one exam that had just 50 multiple choice questions. The problem with math exams is that they're just way too short for what they're supposed to be. On exam, for example, there are 13 2-point multiple choice, 7 5-point multiple choice, and 7 multiple step questions. Everyone was given a maximum of 2 hours, maybe 5 additional minutes, if the teacher was nice enough, which they were in that case. The exam was so short that it only took less than 5 minutes, an hour, to finish it. Maybe even just 40 to 50 minutes. The exam was so short that it was like that for some people. Most people were done within an hour and a half, of course. An exam, seriously, an exam? That thing is called an exam? Who on earth calls this an exam? That quote-unquote exam does not deserve to be called an exam, although it was, excuse me, as long as worth 2 exams or unit tests. It should have been much longer, much longer. That should have been at least as long as 4 exams or unit tests. Not even half the material was even covered that was taught in that class that showed up on tests was even on that exam. This exam was so darn short that it was not even as long as the review packet. Oh, come on! Not even a third of what was taught on the exam. There is supposed to be one of everything, but there is not, or even ever will be at this point. Everything taught should automatically be on the exam, and that's that no matter what. That's that. Well, that's what it was taught for. It was taught for that reason, wasn't it? Well, wasn't it? Well, it had to be so that proves that there's absolutely no reason why all the topics should not be covered on that exam. Another problem with some math exams is that the multiple choice does not have graphs use so much darn space just for that one little teensy weensy question. Yeah, it took up like half of one page it was on. Those graphs were that big. Gosh, couldn't they have been 4 times smaller? It's not that hard to do that. For some math questions, very little space is needed because there's almost no work shown for that. There just isn't, due to how simple the problem may be. Gosh, it's utterly unnecessary. All that space for nothing. There should be like 15 multiple choice questions per side of the page. Maybe only 10, depending on how many steps it takes to solve the problem. Gosh, all that space for nothing. What's up with that? Really? Jeez Louise. It all depends on that. Multiple choice on math exam is only needed for a few kinds of questions. Those include which graph does not represent a function, or which of the following represents a function, or which one of these is a real number, or which one of these passes the VLT vertical line test. That's pretty much it. Here's a good rule. If it's on the review packet, then it should be on the exam, and that's that. No ifs, ands, or buts. No excuses. No arguments needed for this. There's absolutely just no darn reason why it shouldn't be that. It should be that way. No excuses, no exceptions. Nowadays, everyone is full excuses. That's BS. What kind of exams are those? There should be at least 50 show one's work questions and double that time for it to do everything. Well, that sums up this lame rant. Sorry for rambling this whole time. That's all there is to say about this rant. So This was the third exam rant. There may be one more. It depends. Good night.